Hey guys, and welcome to Linux. We're live, but we're going to do that again. Welcome to the Linux Internet Users Group meeting number 10. It's been a while since I've done this, guys. And today I have with me Mr. Tyler. Tyler, say hello to the wonderful people.
Hello.
And that's what happens
today. Man, it's been a while.
Yes, it has been such a long time. We are actually using OBS for something now. So to the OBS fans, yay! We're using OBS. Let's hope this doesn't go crazy.
I did that. I just went, yeah, right as you did that.
That is called perfect timing, folks. Sometimes we do have perfect timing here. So guys, without further ado, let's get right into today's meeting. We are a little late, but what's new? We always are. So just keeping the tradition alive, right, guys?
We've been late for the past 10 months, for the past 2 months, so.
Well, yeah, we haven't existed for the past 2 months. So guys, this is meeting number 10.
2 months,
Yes, exactly. We've been late for 2 months because we haven't existed. So this is meeting number 10. Let's get right into it. Let's get started talking about some Red Hat news. IBM is going to buy those freaking people for 34 billion US dollars. God, that's a lot of money.
That's more than Minecraft was sold for.
I didn't even know that, but it is. We're going to go with that. But God, that's a lot of money. 34 billion bucks to buy Red Hat. This just shows how great Linux is, guys. I mean, Red Hat does a lot of other stuff that's not Linux specific, to be fair. So they obviously bought it for those things too, I'm sure. But IBM, they claim that the reason they bought it was for their cloud infrastructure, which makes sense. Linux runs an awful lot in this cloud thing. And so I think it's interesting. To be honest, I actually am not really... A lot of people seem to have differing opinions on this. Personally, I think that it's good for Red Hat. It's because it's going to give us the Linux base, a larger corporate partner between Red Hat and IBM. They both have been contributing to Linux for years. Now they're just going to be doing it together. I think that actually can be some good things.
Oh, excuse me.
So I think
about that. Excuse me.
I think that's actually a good thing, though. What do you think about this, Tyler? What's your?
I think it's going to be a great thing because now more people are going to notice that Linux is a thing. I mean, I know quite a few people say Linux is trash.
It can't be trash if IBM buys it, right? We can use that argument on them now.
Yeah.
Can't be too bad.
Also, I just looked it up. Minecraft was sold for $2.5 billion. This is over 10 times that.
Daggone! You're able to look stuff up on Google, and you're able to do math. This is why we have him as a co-host, folks. But, but
like 2.4 times?
But yeah, just think about that one for a minute.
14.
I can't get over what we're dealing with here. I mean, come on. Sorry, not 2.4 billion. What is it? 34 billion bucks. 34 billion bucks.
34 billion USD.
Yes, 34 billion bucks, right? Yeah, 34 billion.
Over.
34 billion dollars worth of money is going out on this. And you have to admit that right there is a lot of cash, to say the least. And yeah, it's interesting. But anyways, if we continue on. So guys, like I said, we have got this guy over here that wants to talk about it too. This Mark Shutterwolf guy. He's basically saying, yeah, I think this is great for Linux. I mean, I don't really get it. I mean, I get. Well, I'm sorry, not for Linux. It is great for Linux. I mean, he says that he thinks it's great for Ubuntu. What's your thoughts on why this would be good for Ubuntu, Tyler? Any ideas on why that might be?
I don't know.
I
mean, maybe more users because more people hear about it because it's IBM. And
well, yeah, I mean, maybe IBM might call more attention to the Linux movement, and because of that, we might get a little more usage. So that's definitely a possibility.
I can't think of anything else. I'm not that good with markets.
You're not that good with markets. There you go. But yeah, no, I think that may be the case. We'll have to see what's going on here.
My back.
So we're kind of still getting used to the new switcher setup here, guys. So just keep that in mind. That's why I keep looking over it and at what looks to be not. Well, if you look at my hand, you can kind of see there's a light from a light monitor. But yeah, so I'm looking at a multi view here of what's going on here. In just a second, I'll actually show you guys what I'm talking about. But
I can't see anything. We had to turn Discord off. It was taking up all the CPU.
yeah, it was, and luckily I have your audio. And I, for a second, I'm like, wait, his audio's off, and I'm like, wait, no, never mind, it's not. I was getting worried. I was like, no,
Yeah.
we have to start all over. Okay, anyways, a little bit of SoBiz here, but so if we take my shot, you guys can see this is what I'm looking at. It's a multi-view monitor here of what's going on, and Tyler's doing something weird. Tyler, why you do this? I don't get it. But anyways, but yeah, anyways, folks, let's get back to the stories. So, but I don't get it. Why is this Shuttlewolf dude that seems to be a big deal in the Linux world? He's like, Ubuntu, man, I love that stuff. You know, like I don't get why he's so making myself sound really stupid. I don't get why that this Shuttlewolf dude is so concerned about Red Hat when it's not his company. Is he like thinking maybe Microsoft's going to buy us or something? And maybe is he looking at this from a jealousy standpoint? I could see that. What do you think, Tyler? Do you think this is from a jealousy standpoint?
No, maybe it's just like.
So you don't think it's from a jealousy standpoint?
Explain who Shutterworth is, because I've.
Shuttlewolf is the owner of this company called Canonical, which is the owner of a Linux distro called Ubuntu.
Oh, he's the owner of Canonical. Oh.
Yeah, this is a Linux show, and you didn't even know that.
I'm sorry, I didn't know who the owner of Canonical was.
Woo!
Kind of like a round table, basically.
Yeah, this is
like a bunch of people owned it.
I thought you meant the show was like a round table. I'm like, yeah, I guess it kind of is, but yeah, you're talking about Shuttlewolf.
Yeah, audio just cut out so bad.
That's nice. I was trying to tell you about Shuttlewolf. And how this is kind of like a roundtable style show. I thought that's what you were talking about. But anyways.
No.
No, that's not what you were talking about. And yeah,
I was saying that I thought the company was kind of just owned by multiple people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a public company, so there is investors. So if you count investors as owners, which I would argue you should, then yeah. But anyway, so Shuttlewolf, I think it is a jealousy slant. What do you think? Do you think he's looking at that and saying, hey, Microsoft, come buy us, or somebody come buy us? Because that's the impression that he's kind of giving me.
It could be that, or it could just be what I said of just now lots more people are going to know about Linux not being crap, because $34 billion, wait, what? Why would somebody buy Linux for that much?
Yeah.
Because you think about this, you think about Linux, not even many people know that Android is Linux-based. Like,
I mean, yeah, they really don't, and Linux users Windows users and stuff, a lot of them don't even know what Linux is. I didn't know what Linux was until like 2012 myself. So, and I was in technology, so I mean that's the thing. Somebody told me about it. They're like, "Hey, you should try this Linux thing out." And I'm like,
"What's Linux?"
Yeah, like that was my thing. I'm like, "What is this Linux thing you speak of to me?" And they're like, "Oh, it's this really great free operating system. It's used on servers around the world." And I'm like, "Oh, it's so it's something that's used a lot in data centers and stuff. This is they have money in places like that. This must be something good. We're gonna have to check this out, right? I'm gonna have to check this out." Oh. And so, I said, let's check this out, and I ended up checking it out, and I ended up getting a VPS to run it in a data center because I was curious. And I ended up running one of my websites off of Linux like that, and was playing around, and it was pretty cool. I started it off, like I said, from a server standpoint. Like I said, I started it off from a server standpoint, and I thought that was kind of an interesting way to take it. But that was kind of my way of taking it. And hold on, my machine has went to sleep here. I think Tyler is not with us. Tyler, do you still have audio? Tyler? I'm not getting audio from you, Tyler. Tyler.
Sorry, got a call. I have to go out front and help my mother grab all the groceries out of the car
No.
like a pleb.
Very well.
That's
Well, folks,
I'll
this
be back
show
in
is. Yeah, this show has went really well. We'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna fade to black for right now.
technical difficulties.
We
Please
did.
hold.
Yeah, you said we needed a technical difficulty slide. We Okay, we're back, and hope Tyler's audio in my ears. You couldn't hear that. I think sometimes some of it will leak through. Okay. Oh dear, now he's going British. Okay. Um. Okay, I believe we're back. Okay, we have. Well, do we have video? What? Okay. What I'm sending that's live isn't even what's the. Well, now. Okay. Hold on. Oh, crap. Oh, dear. We're broke. We're broke. Okay. Why is there. Uh-oh. Hold on. This is just wonderful. Oh, goodness. Hold on a minute, folks. If you are able to see what's going on right now. Okay, yeah, you are. Okay, that player was just having issues. Okay, we're live. We're good. Okay, well, now that I've embarrassed myself on the air for the 5th time in the last 25 minutes, let's get back to the show. So, let's get back to the show. What we're going to do is do a fade to black, and we're going to start over, guys, because we just need to start over. We lost the recording of the show, so we're going to just start over. So, bear with me. Hey guys, welcome to today's broadcast. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We sure haven't been. Let's try this again. Alright, Tyler. Here we go. Uh, Hey guys, welcome to meeting number 10 of the Linux Internet Users Group. And I said it backwards. Whatever. We're not even redoing that. Hey guys, it's been a long day here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the wonderful and/or, depending on your opinion of him, the horrible Tyler with me. Tyler.
Hi, I am Headless Tyler.
Tyler's...
I hope you are having a great day. I'm just kidding. I'm over here.
That's better. That's better.
I can't keep that up all day. That'd be impossible.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah,
okay,
please
hold
don't.
On. I need to turn on a light. It's starting to get dark out already.
Oh no, darkness! Alright, folks.
Ah, the darkness! It scares me!
The darkness, my friend! The darkness!
The darkness!
God, this is went over. This is went off the rails instantly. Okay, guys, I am the creator of the Linux Internet Users Group. This is meeting number 10. We're here to talk about open source Linux news, cool stuff like that, and of course we have one of the great admins in the group, Tyler, and I say great with sarcasticness because he's the only one, so he has to be the great one pretty much. Sorry to the other admins that don't ever do anything, but you don't. Get over it. Do work, and then I'll actually acknowledge you exist. But Tyler exists.
Who was that?
Yeah, who was that? Of course, Tyler hasn't done anything in too much, neither have I. So, technically speaking, I don't have the right to talk. Anyways, so folks, we are back after a 2-month hiatus. And, yes. So now, let's get right into the show. This is meeting number 10, like I said. If we take to the slideshow.
And
let's talk about IBM buying Red Hat, folks. So, Tyler.
Yes.
IBM. One of the largest computer corporations in the world is like, let's buy Red Hat. Another very large computer corporation in the world.
Yeah. Well,
so,
IBM,
So, yeah, that happened. IBM is buying Red Hat for $34 billion US. Just think about that.
That's a lot of money.
I know. I wish I had that much. I'd go get a bucket of chicken.
You could buy a lot of flex tape with that.
You could buy a lot of baked chicken. I mean, fried chicken.
Buy, like, Minecraft, 13 Mojangs.
13. Yes, there you go. So, folks, anyways, let's talk about this. So, why in the world does Red Hat do this? We have a company called Red Hat that exists for the sole purpose of existing. No, I'm just kidding. We have Red Hat over here. They make Linux. They make... One of my cats is trying to mess around here. Leave me alone, cat. I'm trying to shoot a show here.
My sister's laughing in the hall.
Note to the editor, just edit the last 10 seconds out. And maybe add a few cuss words and bleeps, cuss words in. It's just...
Son of a cussing cuss word!
Folks, I should probably acknowledge that we are not always PG on the stream because Tyler forgets to be PG. Forgets.
Cussing cuss word.
He forgets to be PG. He forgets. In quotes. There, here, let me switch to the right shot. He quote forgets. Okay, anyways. That stuff we're going to edit out in the recorded version. You guys got the special version. Okay.
Forget.
Yes. Here, do that again.
I keep it PG-13. No, just kidding. I try my best. Sometimes I forget.
The Linux users group is PG-13. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. Note to the editor. Cut here. Okay. Anyways, but so Red Hat, they're very large. They have a lot of stuff other than Linux as well, but that's kind of their bread and their butter. You've got the Red Hat Enterprise Linux, which is running things like NWS offices like crazy. The Forecaster workstations run that. You've got web servers around the world, that are running on Red Hat and data centers and hosting companies. In fact, most of my websites run on CentOS 6, which is equivalent to Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6. So there you go. And
I mean, didn't you say that Pixar and Disney both use Red Hat for their render servers?
I believe, yeah, they use some flavor of Red Hat. I'm not sure what version, but anyways, that's more anecdotal than factual. I'm not 100% sure on that, but from what I've seen anecdotally online, yeah, that's the case. But anyways, so Red Hat's a big deal. You're getting a big piece of the Linux pie, if you will. Now, IBM has been a contributor to the Linux kernel for years now, and so has Red Hat, obviously. So we're really getting some of the largest contributors to the Linux code base to work together. I'm not really sure that's a bad thing. Some people in the community is a little upset or don't like it necessarily, but I think it's great. It shows, for one thing to me, the value of Linux, because while Linux is not the only thing Red Hat does, it is the bulk of their business, and everything else they build is designed to run on Linux. And they're very big supporters of open source. Most of their code base is open source. So I think that at least speaks volume to, hey, open source is, not it's not something you can't make money at, right? It's not something that can't be a profitable business. So
yeah.
So what do you think, Tyler?
All you have to do is say you can use this. I think that this is a good thing. This will get the word out that Linux is not shit. Oh, that Linux is not crud.
Yeah.
To many more people. Excuse my French there.
Yeah. So, but folks, like I said,
I know quite a few people who think that Linux just is stupid and
I don't understand.
Why does it exist?
I don't understand for the life of me why people think Linux is stupid. Maybe I'm too much into my bubble, but from what I've seen, Linux is so amazing, from servers to desktop usage and everything. There is some places that Linux is definitely not prime time ready for. I get you that. It definitely there could be
like music production
and video production. There is niches in that market that are using Linux and doing so very successfully, but it's usually custom software for very specific things, right? It's not, it's not where it needs to be yet. Yeah, Pixar as an example. But Disney. Yeah, but
large render farms.
Yeah. The people that the people that make Star Wars, I think they use Linux a little bit too. I'm not sure. Lucasfilms Corporation, but they're owned by Disney, so that kind of makes sense. But anyways. So the thing about this, guys, is it all comes down to Red Hat. It's big in the market, right? It's used heavily in the market. When you look at enterprise, you look at the little pockets of video production and stuff, they're almost always using Red Hat. And so this is definitely getting the higher end, I would say, and the more professional users out there interested in thinking, even more about Linux, I think, because when you have a company like IBM supporting you, it makes you want to deal with that more, right? I mean, I can say personally that anything that IBM supports, I'm more likely to want to use because IBM, they're very good at actually knowing what they're doing. They're going to make sure that everything works, right? They're not going to be one of the. It's not going to be one of these situations of IBM if it's something they do that you're not going to have good support. Red Hat has been known for their good support already, so when you combine all these factors, I think it really
Good
gives.
support with good support equals great support.
Exactly, right? We already have the really good support from Red Hat. We have the really good support from IBM. And I think that powerhouse together from a financial standpoint, we have IBM's financials, we have Red Hat's great technology, along with IBM's great technology. I think this could really be a good thing for the Linux world. So
Yeah.
I think that we are going to see good things come out of this deal in a couple of years.
Yeah.
As time goes on, and they actually are getting to the point where, they're getting to the point where that we actually are seeing something productive, right? And
Yeah.
so I think,
Actually, I think I did my math wrong on that. It's not good support plus good support equals great support. It's good support times good support equals amazingly good, stupendous support.
okay,
My bad.
yeah, there you go. But
Yeah.
but you guys get the idea. And so I think from a standpoint that we're talking about here, um, I think from a standpoint of Linux support, it's going to be better than it ever has been at Red Hat, probably because we have that great IBM support bundled in with it. And I think that that's going to be really good. And obviously, anything that IBM builds, I'm sure, is going to make sure that it runs really well on Red Hat Enterprise Linux now, right? Right. And
Yeah.
so that right there is, if you're using a lot of IBM stuff on Red Hat, it's probably going to work even better in the future because they're going to have even tighter integration than they do now, probably. But that being said, I will say one of the things that does concern me is, IBM is not as open source friendly. They do a lot of open source, but they do a lot of proprietary. So my concern is, are they going to kind of push Red Hat in this proprietary direction? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that's a concern we need to be worried about?
No, no, no. I think I didn't hear all of what you said. There's a stupid person outside using a chainsaw in the middle of the city.
Well,
It's distracting.
what I was trying to tell you was I'm concerned personally. IBM is not as open source friendly. They are open source friendly, but not as open source friendly as Red Hat, and that concerns me that we are going to have possibly a proprietarization of Red Hat, where they get to the point where it's like, well, yeah, we have our open source stuff, but we could be like IBM where we close source stuff. Now, Red Hat already has a few things that are closed source, if I recall correctly. But it's a smaller section of their product suite.
They might close source some of their more expensive products.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're not going to close source Red Hat Enterprise Linux because it's Linux. They don't have the ability to close source that. Obviously, it would violate the GPL license. But something else they might be able to, and we don't even know for sure that they're going to stay with. The thing that you got to remember with this is we don't even know they're going to stay with Linux. It's possible that they take the next version of Red Hat, they take the word Linux out of it, right? And then they use BSD as the base where they don't have to open source it. BSD, you don't have to open source something you base on BSD. And BSD and Linux is pretty compatible with each other, so their users would not be that, concerned about the change. I'm not saying that would happen, but it could, because they are somewhat similar.
I've never used BSD.
I have, and the way I like to describe BSD is BSD is a little bit less user friendly than Linux, but for the most part is very similar. There is some stuff that you cannot get to run under FreeBSD as easily. Like, for example, if you don't have something that's built to run under FreeBSD natively, right, it is a slightly different environment. You can actually still run the Linux binaries. They have a compatibility layer for that, kind of like Wine. But I've actually never dealt with that compatibility layer. For me, the only times I've used BSD is
Lob.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Linux on BSD.
Wow.
Lob.
It may be called it. I don't recall, but what I do recall is that what I do recall is this, and that is that from a standpoint of FreeBSD being integrated, there is going to be compatibility issues, if you ask me, and so I don't see them doing it. personally. And I'm not too concerned about this proprietariness change from a standpoint of Red Hat. IBM seems to like open source a lot. They have a lot of stuff, like I said, that is open source, and obviously, they're buying a company that deals with Linux, which is definitely not in the closed source world. So obviously, they definitely are at least going that direction. It seems like to me, more of the open source model. We're probably got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But anyways, so if we continue on here, right?
Down.
So if we continue on here, I gotta
down.
Yeah. If we continue on here, so the thing is, if we continue on to our next story. Okay. If we continue on to our next story.
I'm ready.
So Mark Shuttleworth, he wants to talk about Red Hat. He's a big fan of this Red Hat thing. He wants to talk about the Red Hat buying IBM thing. So what does Shuttleworth think? Well, you could see it there on the screen a second ago. He was talking about, well, actually, that's not the thing that really matters in the quote. But the thing is, in the article I was reading about him, he was talking about how he thought it was a good thing for Ubuntu and Linux in general for them to be talking about this. And for them to be buying Red Hat, or like I said, one of the larger Linux companies. I think it is probably a good thing. I mean, we do know that IBM contributes a lot to the Linux kernel, and I just put these two together because I feel like they kind of blend in together. There's really not much more to say. Do you have anything to add?
No, except for those who don't know and just turned in, that is the owner of Canonical.
Yes. We should probably denote that Mark Shuttleworth is the owner of Canonical, which is the creators of the Ubuntu Linux distribution, which is a pretty popular Linux distribution. And so, yeah, he does have some stake in the Linux world himself. And he claims that it's going to help Ubuntu. I think it might help them from a kernel standpoint because they're going to be more, the IBM and the Red Hat team can probably work on kernel patches more together, and stuff like that to help out. But
the fact that more people are going to look at Linux and think, well, IBM bought a version of Linux for $35 billion.
A company that, made a version of Linux. I
guess maybe it isn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, I mean, IBM, they have a certain amount of resiliency to them that, if they're buying something, it has to be pretty good. They're not going to buy something unless they're very confident in it.
I mean, they're not as big as they used to be, but they're still pretty big.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So I think that could definitely play into it. We're going to have to see how it plays out. But anyways, do you have anything else to add other than that, or are we ready to move on to the next story?
That's like no.
All right, next story it is. Linux Mint will feature, in quotes, a modern desktop. And they're going to be showing off some things. Personally, I don't really see that much of a difference in what I was seeing on the screenshots.
I see a huge difference.
And, I mean, the theming looks a little different. It looks a little more like materialized, maybe, like a material design. Like Google's material design.
What I mainly see is instead of like having the long wide icon when a window is open, you have the square one, like on Windows, like it's been since Windows 7.
Oh, okay.
And even Windows XP had that.
Yeah, well, so they are changing their.
Instead of like.
So it's mainly an icon design change then, like a slightly style change of the windows. Okay.
Yeah. Just like a style change.
Yeah. Now I did notice that they were emphasizing that you could hover over a window in Cinnamon, their desktop environment, and you would see like a preview of the window. But they've been doing that for a while, I think. So I'm not really sure why that the article that I was reading decided to point that out. By the way, the sources to all the articles that we're referencing will be at the end of this video and in the description below as well. So just keep that in mind if you're wondering.
Well, once we get them in the description.
Yes.
Did you put them in the description yet, or?
I'll put them in after the broadcast is over. But anyways.
Okay, I'm too lazy to do it today because there's so many.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways, so we're gonna continue on, I guess. Doesn't seem like there's really much to say here. Hey, Linux Mint, they're doing a design change. Big deal. You use Linux Mint, be happy. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I have something we can add into it, although it's like really old news at this point.
What's that?
Steam, remember?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about that. We don't have a slide for this, but we'll talk about it. So, folks, for people that don't know, Steam forked wine like 1,000 years ago. Then they took that and they made their own better version of wine that, among other things, the biggest thing that stands out to me is that they support DirectX very well in this.
And Vulkan, I think, even.
Yes. But just think about that. DirectX. Like, that's the one thing Microsoft did right was DirectX.
Yeah, the one thing they did right.
And we have that on Linux now. We took the one thing that Microsoft did right and we put it on Linux. We are done. We've destroyed them. No, I'm just kidding. Only slightly, am I kidding? Only barely, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, we can play a lot of games now. I mean,
definitely.
Right
The support for games under Steam is phenomenal. That's the reason they did this, was so you could run Windows games very easily under this. And so
like, here, let me turn on screen sharing button. Let me just show you. So normally, if we go under Steam OS plus Linux, oh, it shows all 65 because I have Steam Play enabled. And normally it wouldn't even show like half of these games.
yeah.
Some of these games right here, all the FNAF games.
Yep.
Scott only ever made them for Windows, but nowadays you can see if we launch it. So as we wait.
Da da da. Time to wait, folks.
Yeah,
let's not do that. We'll get copyright.
Launch. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
Why?
Well, you won't get copyright struck.
Yeah.
Okay, there it goes. Okay, now it's running.
All right, so you're gonna play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, you can play FNAF all you want, and it actually runs really well. Like you can see here, this runs actually pretty dang well.
Yeah, it looks like
Along with that, you can play some pretty high-end games like this piece of crap. Let me show you why it's a piece of crap. Let me show you the store's reviews.
Folks, we're determining why that it looks like crap right now, or works like crap.
Look, overall review, mostly negative out of 672. Welcome to Hunt Down the Freeman, the worst game ever made. Well, one of them. Overpriced at launch, buggy as heck, used a lot of stolen stuff.
Huh. Very interesting.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it does. But anyways, folks, so yeah, that right there was very interesting information. So thank you, Tyler, for that free piece of information there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Steam is very satisfied. I think from what I've heard with their changes. I mean, who wouldn't be? Steam is doing some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I'm pretty satisfied with Steam. You know, a lot of people, they give the argument, I don't like this because Steam is supporting Windows developers. Look, we're going to have to deal with proprietary developers in the Linux world, folks. I'm sorry. We're going to just have to if we want to actually be able to do anything. Not everyone on Earth wants to open source their code. Sadly as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, if I ran the government, maybe we would just mandate that. If you release software for X market, you have to open source it because it's our market and we set our rules, right? But, I think that's a good thing. But that being said, the whole point of a free market is to allow other people to do things their way. And not everybody wants their code setting out there on GitHub. And, that's their business. And so I want Linux to be able to support anything anybody wants to run. I would prefer them to be running open source when they can, right? But if they want to use something that's proprietary, I want it to be there, right? I don't particularly like Skype, for example, but if somebody wants to run Skype, I want it on Linux, right? I want Skype on Linux because if somebody does want to use Skype, then they should be able to use that.
Yeah.
Even if I disagree with the concept entirely. For me, I don't understand why you would want to use Skype personally, but again, it's my opinion we're talking about here. And you got to remember, in the Linux world, everyone's got an opinion. Well, everyone's got an opinion in general. And there's nothing wrong with that. You okay, Tyler?
Yeah, no, I was just choking. Gosh darn it, failed to initialize player. Gosh darn it, I guess. I'm not kidding. That game came out like a week ago. Of course, it's not going to immediately run on Proton.
Yeah, that's what the system was called, was Proton. Anyways, let's get back to the other news. Should GNOME 3 drop support for GTK3 themes? Anyone guess my opinion on this one? Heck no! There, that's my answer. No. Why? Because we're going to lose something that in the Linux world we love, which is customization to hell and back. Just think about that. We can customize the crap of a GNOME 3 desktop install. Half the daggone desktop environments that isn't GNOME 3 are based on GNOME 3 at this point because it's so customizable. I mean, for goodness sakes, why would you get rid of one of the most amazing custom capabilities and customizable capabilities of Linux, which is to support GTK3 themes under GNOME, which allows us to theme the living crap out of it? You know, the developers are like, it's a hack.
Give me a link to this article. I have to downvote bomb that.
I'll send you the link in a minute. But this is crazy, folks. Like I said, the link will be in the description here at the end. But come on, does anyone really think, other than maybe the GNOME 3 developers that have lost their freaking minds at this point, that it's a good idea to stop supporting GTK3? Really? I mean, what do you think, Tyler? Are you over here saying, let's get rid of GTK3 support for themes under GNOME 3?
Let me give you the voice of the idiot who always has the wrong opinion. I may have the wrong opinion, but even this seems stupid.
Translation? Yeah, it's a bad idea. I don't really see why they think this is a good idea. Getting rid of customization under Linux is the bulk of the reason Linux is so amazing. I mean, yeah, it's open source and it's great, and yeah, it's Unix-like and that's great. But at the end of the day, a lot of us come to Linux and use Linux because we can customize it to our needs, our looks, our capability. It's our system. Right? We don't have to play in somebody else's sandbox. We can play in our own sandbox that we actually have the controls to. And I think that right there alone is one of the things that makes Linux great. You want to add anything else to this?
No.
Okay, you're like, nope, that's good. Okay, Windows 95! You can run it on your Linux desktop as an Electron app now. Because why not?
Yay.
Who doesn't want to use Windows 95? Windows 95 was a great version of Windows, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, we harp on Windows a lot, but Windows 95 was good.
Yes, it was proprietary, which was bad, but yeah, Windows after Windows 7 started to go downhill really bad, in my opinion. But up until that point, it was good.
Everything after 7 went downhill.
Yeah, Windows 7 was peak Windows.
Vista,
yeah.
Vista was peak Windows as of security goes, because you can't run shit on that.
Yeah.
Like, you try to even install TeamViewer. Sorry, you cannot install this.
Yeah. So, but anyways, so
security.
Yeah. So, do you agree with me? Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. So, do you agree with me though that it's nice that we can run Windows 95 on an Electron app and Linux just to play around? So, Tyler and me was talking. Maybe we should do like a retro games episode or something of the broadcast in the future. So, we might do that, guys. Let us know if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's all we really need to say about that, unless you want to add anything else. Do you want to add anything else?
Nope.
All right, we'll continue on then. Happy 14th birthday, Ubuntu. It's not exactly their birthday anymore. It was a long time ago. But their birthday, it's now. They have a birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh wait, didn't that become a non-licensed? Happy birthday.
No. Yeah, it's not licensed, but I still don't want happy birthday. Let's just not sing it. I can't sing good, so let's not make our viewers suffer. But anyways, yeah, guys. So 14th birthday to Ubuntu, and I'm very happy about that because Ubuntu's great. Ubuntu started in 2004, guys. God, Vincent was barely even alive.
Dang, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, there you go.
When you grow so old.
Yeah. No, but anyways, guys, so just think about that one for a minute. Literally, that's just crazy, guys. It's just crazy. But yeah, happy birthday to Ubuntu. It's a great Linux distro. I like it. It's been my home on Linux for a long time for a lot of stuff, and I'm very happy to continue to see it exist and continue that it exists. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah. Also, I was reading up on the article about the GTK3 themes.
Yeah? What'd you find?
I think what they're saying is that there's no grounded GTK theming API for all the various.
Well, I mean, look, there's a style sheet, a CSS style kind of style, not style as in style sheet, but style as in, kind of a style, right, of theming. That's how GTK themes work, right? Desktop environments interpret them and everything with GTK. I don't really see an issue with it. I mean, yeah, I would like to see a standardized API, but, until we get that from the GTK people.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, guys, that's kind of my thoughts. Yeah, it could be better, but what are we going to do?
Ooh.
Anyways, guys, continuing on, let's go on to our next story. Or actually, that's all our stories. So, guys, let's talk about why that we are talking and nobody else is. Because we need guest speakers for meetings, and nobody ever wants to do it. If you actually would like to have your ugly face or beautiful face on the air, why don't you submit a talk, which we will include as part of our meeting. Try to keep the talk short, maybe 10-15 minutes, so we have time for the news. The things you need to know when requesting to talk. You must be 18 or older on the date of recording. You must agree to be on our YouTube channel. This is a given, obviously. You must be able to use Google Hangouts, Discord, something like that. That's something that's kind of changed. We're not necessarily using Google Hangouts anymore, but
yeah,
we can use that. That would be one way to do so, if necessary. Yeah. We need to have a couple contact methods for you. Preferably, we'd like to have a Discord or a Skype and an email. And like I said, we want something like that so we can contact you. We need to reach out to you before the show and be like, hey, we need to get everything set up. Need to make sure you have a good mic, a good webcam, all that, so that way we can make sure that your audio is working, make sure that you're going to be available for the meeting in question that we're going to schedule you for. We also want you to keep your talk clean. That kind of is self-explanatory. Let's keep the cussing and everything out of it, please. We want people to be able to sit down and watch these meetings with anyone. And, not everybody wants to hear cussing anyways. And again, like I said, a webcam's not a required thing, but we really would recommend it. And it depends on your talk, really. I mean, if you're kind of expecting us to be looking at you more than your talk, then yeah, that's something we're going to need. If you want to submit a request, you need to go to vincentmagger.com/the-internet-linux-users-group, and there's a form on the homepage you can use to submit that request. Also, we're getting ready to do a redesign to our website, so keep that in mind, guys. We are going to be doing a redesign shortly, and so just keep that in mind. Part of that redesign is we're going to try and make the site look a little bit better. It's okay looking now, but it could look better. So we're going to be working on that, though. And guys, again, so we're going to have a link to that in the description as well to be able to submit a talk. And guys, with that, I believe we are ready to say thank you for watching. Tyler, where can the people find you on the internet?
Too many places to count.
All right, well, we'll put those too many places to count in the description.
Yeah, and thank you for the sub person that I can't.
Oh, is someone talking to us in the chat? Yeah.
No. We have a new sub.
Congratulations for congratulations to us for the new sub, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
So, guys, like I said, you can find me and Tyler on the internet. You can find me at vincentmaggard.com. You can find me at youtube.com/vincentmaggard. All our links will be down in the description of this video. Also, we're starting a new thing where we're actually going to be recording this. We're going to stream it in low resolution, and then we're going to edit it and then put out the HD version later. And I'm actually planning on also splitting the show into clips for each story. So if you want to share one story of us talking about it, you can get a video of that. It will take a few days into the next week and stuff for me to actually go through and edit all that out. So just give us a few days on that. But anyways, guys,
okay.
I'm.
Hold on.
What is it?
Oh wait, no, continue. Oh no, we can talk about it after the stream.
Okay. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us today, and I will see you guys on the next Linux Users Group meeting. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a good one, guys.
Peace. Dear God, your internet. I'm gonna have to be. Oh. Dear God, I am gonna have to be.
Switch our video back on.
Yeah, about the being on the air. Yeah, I'm gonna do the live streaming next time. Go look at the stream. It is horrible. It's like a keyframe every 9 seconds. There's a keyframe every 9 seconds. I looked at the analytics. That is horrible. It's supposed to be like every quarter second.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna be doing this. streaming.
That makes it harder on me for the editing, though. Maybe we should just do this live to tape from now on.
Live to tape.
Not actually.
Like we used to do.
What do you mean? We never used to do this live to tape.
True.
But yeah, live to tape is great. Yeah, just goodness sakes.
Primary stream, yeah, we have 2 issues. We are not receiving video data fast enough, and please use keyframes.
Oh yeah, it was complaining about that. I have to change the keyframe setting next time and all that, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I can probably stream it like probably 1440 at 24 pretty easily.
Yeah.
Actually, I could probably stream it like 4K. Then we could have some really fancy stuff.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think I'm thinking about like being less of a pain and actually allowing us to cuss in the pre and post show on the live stream. So, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to decide how much I can. Like, here's the thing. It seems like we end up cussing in every episode, anyways. I think we should just get it over and just be like, look, we're gonna bleep the crap out of it in the recorded version. If you can't stand cuss words, probably just don't tune in live.
Yeah, live
because
is gonna be the It's gonna be the unraw. It's gonna be
the raw. If you want the raw version of the broadcast, yeah.
Yeah, the raw version. Raw version. Yeah. You're next. I don't know what I'm even fucking doing. Excuse my French there. I'm sorry. You there, Vincent? Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Why are you so quiet all of a sudden, man?
I'm making fun of our president. No, I'm just kidding. That would be fun.
Obama?
No.
Oh, wait, no.
Our current one.
He was a deputy. Obama was only a myth. He was a dipshit. What is up with the silence?
Daggone. The silence! I'm giving you the silence treatment, Tyler. The silence treatment, guys. But now, tell me guys what you think. I mean, like, are you guys cool with us being adults and actually using occasional cuss words to describe how pissed we are? Like that word right there!
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. 360p, not HD. You. Hey, we got 2 likes. I mean, we got a like.
Yay! I like being liked. It's something that's never happened to me until today. I'm just kidding.
Oh, hey, and we have 3 viewers. Holy Moses, that's a lot.
Hey, we got 3 people. Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hi. Not as much as last night when I was streaming, but then again, I was streaming something specific for the specific platform, and there was nobody else streaming. So, what do I expect? Well, there was one other person streaming, but he fell asleep at his computer.
I think that it's better when you have a guest.
Yeah.
I think that really helps,
Yeah,
but
because then stupid stuff can come up.
Yeah. So, by the way, just so you know, your camera and mine is both on air right now in a double box. Just so you know, in case you're wondering. So.
Yeah, no, I can see.
Yeah.
Also, what I can see is that you aren't.
Yeah,
I think that streaming really killed your CPU. Because all of a sudden the keyframing and everything is nice.
Yeah, but so guys, so here I'm gonna chat with you guys for a while, with me and Tyler. I think this is a new thing we should do after the meetings, but I want to talk about the new ThinkPad I got. We should have put that in the news for today, but I didn't think of it till after we were done. And I'm not starting the recording again now, but like no, this is a really pretty ThinkPad. This is a pretty ThinkPad right here, folks. And, well, all ThinkPads are pretty. But no, this right here, this is a Lenovo ThinkPad. This is one of the newer ones. And I got this recently. This is actually my birthday present. Happy birthday to me. One more year closer to my death, right, guys? That's how you celebrate. Get a new ThinkPad.
Oh, wonderful.
But no, anyways, so yeah, guys, there you go. It's got a Windows sticker on here because Windows is great. Just kidding. And it does have a Windows sticker, but I'm not using it because why would I? It's Windows. But no, I've got Ubuntu 1804 running on this. Right there. You can see my time in military because I believe, well, I shouldn't say military. I should say 24-hour format because that's the other name for it. I like that name better, but because not only the military uses it, but anyways, so yeah, that's pretty cool. The Wi-Fi does work on it, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. But I prefer to use wired when I can, and why not? I'm right next to a switch. But yeah, so it's actually pretty nice. You guys are probably also wondering how I'm getting the screen share from it. What I'm doing is I'm using NDI for that. And what just happened with the ThinkPad? Oh my goodness.
Did you close the top?
No, I didn't, but it's hold on. Well, I did, but then hold on a minute. When I opened it back up, the screen came on, but then okay, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna reboot the ThinkPad now. Oh wait, there he goes. Wait. Okay.
Hold on.
This ThinkPad is acting like a crappy computer. Okay. But anyways, no, the thing about this is I have got, oh, crap. Now the machine's frozen. I was just about to talk about how nice ThinkPads are. Well, it's the first time it's frozen on me. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see what happened. What the heck? Why did it just shut down? What the heck, ThinkPad?
Okay, yeah, I think there's something wrong with the poor thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that maybe this battery or something isn't able to give enough power, and the power delivery system broke.
Yeah,
I'm
so
blame that. Blaming the ThinkPad itself. Oh, no, wait, it's back.
I rebooted it, Tyler.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You rebooted it that fast.
No. Yeah, you're looking at delayed video. Remember, it's rebooting now. You'll see it in a minute, but. Yeah, but folks, we have it all. By the way, I also want to point out while we're just messing around here, I can take my lower third off now. We don't need it. But if you guys look over here, what we're doing is pretty thrilling. I want to show you. This is the screen I've been looking at the whole time. If you're wondering what screen I've been looking at, guys, this is it. Here, I'm going to switch my lower third off. This is the screen. Well. Hold on. There. This is the screen I've been looking at this whole time right here. Is this right here. Is that monitor. And that's what it has on it. It's a nice multi-view. Isn't that pretty, guys? Look at this. I can switch what's in the preview over here. See? There's the double box. There's just my camera. There's Tyler with the lower third because I'm lazy and I ain't took that off him yet. There's my laptop, but the screen share is broke. So that's one of the interesting things about the way we're doing the screen share, though, by the way, guys, is believe it or not, the way we're doing this is we're using something called NDI from NewTek. And it's not open source, but they have a nice API. And it's a system that allows us to send video in near real time over the local area network between computers and stuff. And it's really cool. And there's an OBS plugin for it. Maybe I'll do a video about that if you guys are interested on how that works, but I've been using it for a while to pass video all over the place because it's just really nice. And I'm about to open OBS on the machine. When I do that, yep, we have live video again. See, NDI it holds the last frame. So, but now we're back sending fresh frames of video. So there you guys go. And so but this is like a nice system. Here, let me just take OBS and I'll put it in another workspace. But anyways, well. I didn't. Okay. There. Okay. So, if I come over here and I do a new terminal, we can go ahead and take a look at this system. It's actually pretty nice. Well, oh, I forgot I don't have HTOP installed. Hold on. But yeah, if we look here, let me just install HTOP real quick. I wanted to show HTOP here, so. But yeah, this system is pretty interesting. So we're going to install HTOP. And let's take a look. And there you go. So you guys can see I'm doing the install here. I'll make the text bigger. Well, hold on. Wrong key.
My arm hurts.
Wrong key. Come on.
Oops, wrong button.
Well, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Trying to increase the font here is not... Why is it not working? Hold on. I apologize, folks, for it not working. Oh, whoa! There we go. There we go. So I can go ahead and take this,
I'm
and then
just gonna
I
be over here playing a Windows game, if you don't mind. 10%. Am I really that bad at Geometry Dash today?
Okay, so there you guys go. I can increase the text so you guys can see in the terminal. But, anyways, if we take a look here at HTOP now that it's working, there you guys can see up here at the top, this is a nice system. It's got 4 cores. It's an i5 with 4 cores. We have 8 gigs of RAM in the unit. We're using a little over a gig right now. We're not using any swap. So it's pretty cool.
No, you should never be using swap.
Yeah. So anyways, well, some programs use it.
No, I pressed this.
Some programs use it anyways, but even before the system is full, just store data and stuff. But anyway, so this is pretty cool. And I'll tell you guys, so like I said, this system runs really good. I can open up Eclipse, Atom, Android Studio, whatever, and it runs just fine. Like if I open up Atom here. So the main reason I got this machine was to be able to do coding on the go, right? Programming on the go. And Atom is my favorite text editor, so here you go. But like I said,
yes, Atom.
Yeah, and Atom is an Electron app, but I like it. But anyway, so if we come over here, you can go.
Wait, it is?
Yeah. So we can go, if I go down here, and we select...
Oh, I am bad. I am bad.
And there you guys go. See, I got some basic HTML here. And look at this! I can zoom the font for you guys. Can you guys read that on the stream? I would hope so. It's pretty big font now.
I have no idea because I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at Geometry Dash, which is a Windows game.
Yep. But anyways, guys, so it's not a bad system here. And if you probably can't guess, Tyler is busy playing a video game.
Yep, one that was made for Windows and only runs on Windows. Just kidding.
Yeah.
It runs here too now.
Yeah, because of...
Thank you, Steam.
Yep, thank you, Steam. Tyler is thanking you right here. Go ahead, Tyler. Say your thank you to the stream. Go ahead. They're watching.
Thank you, Steam. Hold on, it's at the really hard part. I'm at the really hard part in this level.
Yeah.
And I died.
Yay! Well, it's okay. I am horrible at playing video games, so I don't even try. That's how cool I am.
Why'd I jump? Why are you jumping? Why am I jumping?
Anyways, guys, but so hopefully we're gonna have a redesign of the website up in a few weeks, and the goal is to kind of get back into doing this again. We kind of got out of it, so hopefully we'll get back into it.
Last 2 months have been really busy for me.
Yeah. So, and I've been busy being lazy. No, I'm just kidding. Well, sometimes it's been lazy. What is it?
Probably you've also been really busy with work. I mean, this usually is the time of year when everybody just gets right back into work and it starts getting a little bit hectic.
Yeah, well, I don't really have work. But yeah. So, but anyways, guys, like, I don't know. I think we're probably going to go ahead and end the stream here in a minute. Just because we can.
I mean, we could end it off with a little bit of Geometry Dash.
Oh.
Just to show you how well it runs. I mean, it's running at full 60 FPS, and I only have a crap graphics card.
I just switched it over to the stream. So there you guys go. You're looking at some video game. I don't know if video games even know what we're watching, but we're watching something.
This is Geometry Dash.
Oh, okay.
Have you never heard of Geometry Dash?
I thought the hint was obvious, but no, I've never heard of Geometry Dash.
Surprising. It was one of the bigger games of 2015.
Well, again,
mobile.
Well, yeah, but I don't pay attention to video games very closely, Tyler. It's not my strong suit. I'm much less interested in video games than most people are. They're okay. I like a few video games, but Minecraft's really the only one. And even Minecraft I don't play very often. But yeah, finishing the stream off with some Geometry Dash, but yeah, let's look in the chat. I don't really pay attention to the chat much. I should probably fix that.
Kind of quiet.
Yeah, nobody's saying anything. Okay, guys. Well, to be honest, that's the main reason I want to do it live, is just so we have the chat. Nobody ever uses it anyway, so I'm like, is it even worth doing it live anymore? Probably not, but we are. Because we can, I don't know. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and say... Oh, wrong shot. I think we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. So, but Tyler, anything you guys want to say to the people watching the stream, but not the recording of the show?
No, except for I hope you have had a great time here and have a great day.
Oh, and one other thing
And I
too.
shall.
Happy holidays, by the way. I want to add. It's
Oh
getting
yeah,
close to
happy
Thanksgiving.
holidays.
It's getting close to Thanksgiving in the U.S. Canada's Thanksgiving is already passed, but and if you're celebrating if you're celebrating anything else, in the near future, any holidays, happy holidays in general, and
Nearly Hanukkah.
yeah, and nearly Christmas and all the other end of year holidays that we all deal with, right? Anyways, guys, thank you
New
guys for
Year's.
watching and Happy New Year and all that. Who knows? It might be that long until we do another one of these. Oh, speaking of which, Tom, I wanted to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this while we're in the air, so I put you on the spot. I used to do a New Year's live stream every year for New Year's. How would you like to do that with me this year?
Sure thing.
Great. We can do a Linux powerhouse.
Though I don't know if I'm gonna. Maybe I'll do one on my other streaming place also.
Okay.
I might stream it to like 5 different places.
We could simulcast this.
Yeah, multi-stream to like 5 different platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, guys, so like I said, tune in for that live stream. We might be doing that. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's time to fade to black. See you guys next time.
Fade to black. Fade to black.